Hi, I'm Jim Sumpter with CMC Financial. CMC basically stands for my kids, Carson, Madison, and Cassidy. I joke and say, well, my kids get all my money anyway, I might as well name the company after them. But in actuality, the reason that I did that, simply because I like to work with multi-generations. I think passing money from one generation to the next is uber important. That is the name of the company, and that's why we did it the way that we did. When clients understand and hear my why I do what I do and how those events changed me as not only a person, but as an advisor, it becomes real. And I think what happens is they're allowed to open up because they know that they have someone that they can trust. So when I was in my younger part of my career with the wirehouse, marketing really was sort of whatever corporate said it could be. It wasn't about yourself as an advisor or your firm. It was about the marketing that someone else put forth for you. So quite honestly, I didn't do a lot of it. So RFG, every year they have an advisor retreat. Part of the curriculum at that particular time was we had a marketing focus. It kind of became a joke during the process of the presentation because I raised my hand 2 or 3 times and I said, I want to be the guy. I want them to be able to know that I am the guy that can help them with anything in their financial lives. And then I thought, well, how do I get that message out? Marketing was a way for me to start really looking at it in mass. So that's when I really started looking at, okay, how do we put this together? So what RFG did is help me to break it down into pieces. They were actually helping me not only to begin to implement, but to help me with concept and allowed me to still do all the tasks that I needed to get accomplished. But then they were helping over here with the marketing, getting it off the ground. When I was looking at podcasting, first of all, I had to have a place to do it. And RFG had a podcast studio in our corporate office. What I didn't know is what would I say? How would I get guests? How would I even create a podcast, even from a name? RFG helped me to begin to implement and formulate this strategy. What we did is we came up with the concept of the financial puzzle playbook. Everybody has a financial puzzle. Some people have a 50 piece, some 100 piece, some people have a 500 piece. Then we're looking at your financial puzzle, sitting at a table similar to this. We're all looking at your puzzle. We're all excited about your puzzle. We're all excited about your financial plan. And here comes the dog running into the kitchen, hits your table, and 1/4 of your puzzle falls off. Things totally beyond your control that totally change your financial puzzle. So then what we do is we pick up those pieces and we put them back together, sometimes in the same order and sometimes not. We can take a podcast with either myself or a guest, and we can take and we can pull out pieces of that for a social media post. We can pull it out for part of a newsletter. We can pull it out for an email campaign. We can take those concepts, which are also timeless. So what we create today, we can, in most cases, still use that content 3, 5, 8 years down the road. Our whole marketing strategy is not around how do we get our message out on a particular topic today. It's how do we get our message out today and next week and next year and the following year. And that's what RFG helped me to figure out how to implement. Because I don't want to learn how to be a marketing person. I don't want to implement marketing. I want to conceptually help strategize the marketing, but let others work through all the details. Because of the relationship and the partnership with RFG is the only reason that we can do that.